Hello to all curious and truth-seeking friends. Have you ever wondered how much weight the human body can gain? We live in a world where numbers sometimes become so large that the mind struggles to comprehend them. This isn't just about obesity or failed diets. It's about records that have stripped individuals of their lives, hope, and ability to move. Today, we're stepping into a realm where every kilogram represents a struggle, a fight, and a story. We'll push the boundaries of medical knowledge to meet 10 of the heaviest recorded individuals in history. Imagine a weight equivalent to that of a grown bull, or perhaps even more. These records are neither a source of pride nor mockery, but a stark warning about our body's astonishing capacity to store energy and the terrible costs this phenomenon imposes on human health and dignity. Are you ready to encounter 10 shocking rankings and the real battles behind these weights? Buckle up, because we're in for a challenging journey. Rank 10, Donna Simpson, 630 pounds. Our shocking journey begins at rank 10, where we meet Donna Simpson. Donna, weighing 630 pounds, approximately 286 kilograms, is one of the controversial figures on this list. What sets Donna apart from many others is her conscious decision to gain weight. She wasn't just aiming to avoid losing weight. Her goal was to reach 1,000 pounds and become the world's heaviest mother to gain fame and income. Donna's daily life was severely impacted by this weight, forcing her to use special equipment for movement and daily tasks. Donna's story is a bizarre case study on the limits of self-awareness and extreme choices in the modern world, where fame can be a catalyst for dangerous behaviors. Rank 9, Monica Riley, 700 pounds. At rank 9, we encounter Monica Riley, who, at 700 pounds, approximately 317 kilograms, has a life story much like Donna's, tied to a conscious choice. Monica, like many on this list, dreamed of becoming the world's heaviest woman and was striving to reach 1,000 pounds. The shocking aspect of Monica's life is her complete dependence on her partner. She admitted that she wanted to reach a point where she was totally incapacitated and needed others' help. This complete dependency, seen in many individuals with extreme obesity, is not merely a physical need, but is sometimes rooted in deeper psychological issues and a need for attention. Monica's life involved an incredible diet, consuming massive amounts of high-calorie foods in each meal. Rank 8, Shannon Lowry, 739 pounds. Moving up to rank 8, we face the story of Shannon Lowry. Shannon, at approximately 739 pounds, about 335 kilograms, is one of the silent victims of morbid obesity. Unlike the previous two cases driven by fame, Shannon was more caught in a vicious cycle of food and mobility issues. For individuals with this weight, the simplest activities, like walking or even turning in bed, become overwhelming challenges. This immense weight not only puts unbearable strain on the skeletal and muscular systems, but also pushes the heart and lungs to the brink of collapse. Often, these individuals become confined to a small space in their homes, with the outside world becoming inaccessible. Shannon's story is about the daily struggle with physical disability and the constant battle to achieve independence in performing the simplest life tasks. Rank 7, Suzanne Amon, 800 pounds. We reach rank 7 and encounter Suzanne Amon, a woman weighing around 800 pounds, approximately 363 kilograms. Suzanne was another individual who was on a self-imposed path of weight gain. Like Donna and Monica, she aspired to break the record for the heaviest woman in the world and presented this lifestyle as a choice. Her diet consisted of tens of thousands of calories per day, prepared and fed to her by her 2 children. This level of excessive weight overshadows every aspect of life. Bathing, dressing, and even feeding require full-time assistance. In many cases, The skin of these individuals develops deep, infected ulcers due to pressure and moisture, which are extremely difficult to treat. Despite her immense weight, Suzanne Amon maintained a surprising media presence, documenting her life. However, this fame was short-lived and came with long-term health costs. Rank 6. Barry Austin, 910 pounds. At rank 6, we arrive at Barry Austin with a weight of approximately 910 pounds, about 413 kilograms. Barry, who was once known as the heaviest man in Britain, has a different story. He was largely a victim of a form of food addiction that began in childhood and escalated to catastrophic dimensions over time. Barry was significantly heavier than his peers, even in his teens, and this trend accelerated in adulthood. His 910 pounds weight resulted in him being virtually housebound, confining his world to just a few square meters. In emergency situations, moving him required specialized equipment and emergency teams. Barry Austin's story is a clear example of the fact that extreme obesity is not just a superficial problem. Rank 5. Ricky Jr. Napruti, 900 pounds. Our journey moves to the upper half of the list. At rank 5, we find Ricky Jr. Napruti with a weight of 900 pounds, about 408 kilograms. Although Ricky's weight is slightly less than Barry Austin's at rank 6, we review him here based on the order provided. Ricky was one of the youngest individuals on this list to reach this incredible weight in his youth. Like many very heavy people, he was completely confined to his bed due to his inability to move. The bed was both his refuge and his prison. He required full-time assistance, even for basic necessities. Ricky's life was under extreme physical, psychological, and social pressure. His excessive weight was the result of deep and chronic eating disorders, where food became the only source of solace and psychological relief. For several years, he had practically lost his life and was merely in a state of survival. Rank 4. Carol Ann Yeager, 1,189 pounds. We enter the realm of weights over 1,000 pounds. At rank 4, we encounter Carol Ann Yeager with a staggering weight of 1,189 pounds, about 539 kilograms. Carol holds the record as the heaviest woman ever recorded. Carol's life is an example of a complete medical tragedy. Throughout her life, she suffered from multiple chronic diseases, each contributing to her weight gain. Towards the end of her life, Carol was completely incapacitated, requiring the assistance of dozens of caregivers for the smallest movements. This massive weight caused severe swelling and fluid retention in her body, a condition known as lymphedema, which made enduring the pain extremely difficult for the patient. Carol Yeager's story is not just a record, but a global warning about the importance of mental and physical health and the dangers of ignoring eating disorders from a young age. Rank 3. Khalid bin Mohsen Shari, 1,345 pounds. At rank 3, we witness a story of rescue and hope. Khalid bin Mohsen Shari from Saudi Arabia, with an astonishing weight of about 1,345 pounds, about 610 kilograms, was one of the heaviest living humans in history. His weight was so extreme at one point that the King of Saudi Arabia personally ordered a special team to be dispatched to transfer him from his home to the hospital. The rescue operation itself was a massive engineering project that required a crane and specialized equipment. Due to his immense weight, Khalid was unable to move and was in a critical condition. However, his story was accompanied by a miraculous weight loss. By following a strict diet under close medical supervision, he managed to shed hundreds of kilograms and gradually regained his ability to walk. Rank 2, Kenneth Brumley, 1,033 pounds. And now, the second rank on our list, Kenneth Brumley, weighing 1,033 pounds, about 468 kilograms. Like many individuals at the top of this list, Kenneth was confined to his bed for many years. The absolute inability to move and the lack of access to proper medical facilities had severely worsened his condition. In Kenneth's case, as with others, moving him from his home to the hospital was a monumental challenge that required the demolition of a section of his house wall. These individuals are not only grappling with their weight, but also with shame, isolation, and severe depression. Brumley was the subject of television documentaries that chronicled his struggle to lose weight and return to a normal life. Rank 1. John Brower Minnick, 1,400 pounds. Finally, we arrive at the heaviest person ever recorded in human history. John Brower Minnick, with an incredible weight of 1,400 pounds, about 635 kilograms, set a record that is likely to remain unbroken for years. Minnick's 1,400-pound weight earned him a place in the Guinness World Records. To grasp the scale of this weight, you must imagine a single person carrying the equivalent weight of about 10 average human beings. Throughout his life, John Minnick faced unimaginable health challenges. Doctors estimated that a significant portion of his weight was due to severe fluid retention in the body, edema. In an effort to lose weight, John succeeded in shedding a massive amount of weight in a short period, but unfortunately, he could not maintain his health and passed away at a young age. John Minnick's story is the ultimate symbol of morbid obesity and a tragic end to the battle against the physical boundaries of the body. We have reached the end of this unsettling journey. 10 stories, 10 struggles, and 10 lives brought to unimaginable limits by weight. One common thread exists: humanity's battle with its own body. This list is more than a simple ranking. These are warnings and alarm bells about the role of nutrition, psychology, and access to medical treatments. It is important to know that these individuals are not just numbers. They were human beings with many hopes and pains. This video was not made just to shock you, but to raise awareness. Awareness of how fragile physical and mental health is, and how one eating habit can turn into a nightmare. What was the most shocking rank on this list for you? Be sure to write it for us in the comments section. Until the next video, goodbye.